16-year-old Sean Pica is faced with the most momentous decision of his young life: to kill or not to kill.
The conversation became very seriously very quickly, and I wasn't able to kind of share with anybody else or maybe get some guidance from anybody else.
He says at first his conscience won't allow him to do what he first promised: murder the father of his friend Cheryl Pearson. Pica claims Cheryl told him her father was molesting her, a claim Cheryl denies. Cuccio does admit she told Pica she wanted her dad dead and asked him to do it.
I was just racked with guilt that I had let a friend down.
Finally, Pica says he can't take it anymore.
Tell me about that morning. What did you do?
I woke up that morning and I had the gun already, and I went to her house. I remember walking down her street, gun in hand, just saying, well, if I get stopped or if somebody sees me, then that's what happens. And I was just waiting for something to kind of stop this from going in the direction it was going in, but I didn't stop.
The former Boy Scout and son of a cop, a scared 16-year-old kid walking down the street pre-dawn with a gun in his hand. But he could be the most cold-blooded hitman alive when he sees Cheryl's father headed out of his house on that dark morning in February.
I stepped out of the shadow. No words were exchanged.
He pulls the trigger 5 times.
5 times?
Yeah.
He said nothing?
No.
You said nothing?
No. And I just walked away and went home.
All 5 bullets find their mark. As he walked away, Sean Pica knew his friend's father would never bother her again.
I went there to kill him. It just seemed like I didn't want to fail.
Pearson lies dead in his driveway, but Sean says he didn't even let Cheryl know he was coming over that morning to do the job. And when he goes back to school, the hallways are buzzing with gossip. None of it about him.
Everybody in our school was talking about Cheryl. The entire school was already talking about, they thought Cheryl killed her father.
And here's the really strange part. Sean says he was fully expecting to get caught for the crime.
The idea that I might not get arrested or they might not figure out who this was started to scare me more than the fact of getting caught, because I wasn't prepared to live with nobody knowing what I had done and acting like nothing had happened.
But as might be expected in a high school murder plot, the law catches up with Sean in a matter of days. In the end, he pleads guilty to manslaughter and is sentenced to 24 years in prison. And now he's scared all over again.
It was just a huge, huge cell block with 1 million people. I couldn't envision how I would possibly live there for 24 years. I literally thought my life was over.
His old high school guidance counselor never had him pegged for college material. But once behind bars, Sean says he starts to get serious about his life and earns his GED.
The officers were the ones that said, I don't know if you know it, but there's a pre-college program here. I gave it a shot.
And during his 16 years served, continuing through his release, he's earned a wall full of diplomas for college and graduate studies and a master's in social work. Most of it thanks to the Hudson Link for Higher Education in Prison, a program that helps inmates get on their feet.
How did you get involved in this program?
I think the easy answer is I shot and killed a man.
But now Sean advises the more traditional route, like stay in high school and think twice before doing someone a favor.
Is it hard for you to look back at the 16-year-old Sean who killed Cheryl's dad?
I wouldn't recommend anybody to pick up a gun in any way and think they're going to help somebody else. It was a huge mistake.
In some ways, did you do society a favor?
I would not go that far. I regret every day that I shot and killed her father, not because it didn't help her, but because I will see his face every single day.
But through it all, Sean says he has not only found hope and a new life through Hudson Link, today he's the program's executive director.
I would love to stop talking about the single worst mistake I ever made in my life, but that's also the same mistake that put me in a position to become the person I am today, and I don't want to forget where I came from.
I'm Chris Hansen. If you like this story, make sure you tune in every day to Crime Watch Daily. You can find where the show airs in your city at crimewatchdaily.com. Watch it live or record it on your DVR and watch it at night. And to all those criminals out there, remember, we are watching.